Similar to the Smith Wesson 38 cartridge, the 357 Magnum cartridge comes with a 357-inch bullet diameter and has been quite popular since its introduction to the public by their American manufacturer in 1934, which inadvertently sparked the Magnum Era. Since then, many companies have tried their best to make strong and heavy revolvers that have sought to be compatible with these heavy cartridges. And we can say, while they've been somewhat successful, like any gun owner would know, sometimes things in life end up being a hit or miss. Therefore, we on this channel have decided to do you a solid and point you to the best 357 Magnum revolvers that may prove to be important to your life one day. So, sit back and take a look at 7 357 revolvers that will one day save your life. Number 7. Ruger Model SP-101. The first entry on our list of 357 Magnum revolvers is the SP-101, a 5-shot double-action, single-action powerful chamber that could one day be the difference between life and death. And boy, anyone choosing this firearm is surely choosing life. Coming in several models such as the 2.25-inch model and the 3-inch model. This gun also comes with synthetic black grips that give it the decent ergonomics that make it easy to carry and handle, as well as front ramp sights and fixed rear sights that amplify the accuracy of the 5-bullet chamber revolver, as it's known to hit targets that are 33 to 55 yards away, and even has a maximum firing range of 550 yards. Introduced towards the end of the 80s as a smaller version of the GP100 revolver, this gun certainly is powerful enough to be a lifesaver in the future, not only because of its shooting power and range, but also with its transfer bar safety mechanism that ensures there's minimal risk of accidental discharge. Believe me, this might be the weapon designed to protect you in every way possible. Number 6. TAURUS 617 Stainless. The next entry on our list is the TAURUS 617 Stainless, a powerful double-action revolver designed and manufactured by TAURUS, the Brazilian firearms manufacturing company that set out to make the perfect defensive revolver for you. Once you learn of its specs, you'll understand why. At 28 ounces, this 7-round revolver can be seen to be quite the powerful hitter. Made up entirely of stainless steel, it is also accurate to shoot despite the recoil that comes with it, perhaps due to the serrated front sight that had been carved into the gun's 2-inch barrel, and that improved the weapon's precision. This precision is further amplified by the TAURUS's 617 finger groove neoprene, with a pebble finish, which allows the shooter to hold onto the gun comfortably, a testament to the revolver's fantastic ergonomics. Despite being powerful, it's interesting to note that the gun is also concealable, thereby making it a great weapon which would give the owner the element of surprise when they find themselves in sticky situations. Truly, this is a great choice when considering the perfect 357 Magnum revolver to obtain. Number 5. Smith & Wesson Model 60 357 Magnum. It might be remiss of us to make a list of 357 Magnum revolvers without talking about revolvers manufactured by the creators of such a powerful and popular cartridge. After all, what are the chances that these manufacturers might make the perfect guns for their ammunition? As such, we turn your attention to the Smith & Wesson Model 60, the first revolver ever manufactured from stainless steel. First introduced to us in the 1960s, this 5-shot J-frame revolver with an outswinging cylinder chamber has a 2.125-inch underlog barrel, as well as an exposed hammer, which is a feature of a typical revolver of this nature. Furthermore, it comes with synthetic grips that not only stand the test of time, as they rarely ever wear out, they also add to the comfort of handling this weapon with ease, as well as giving it the ergonomics that make it an easier weapon to be accurate with. And that's even before we mention the front blade sights and fixed rear sights that can be found at the ends of this 6.625-inch long gun. considering its size and its other specs. This weapon is one of the best defensive and concealable weapons you can find in the market. Number 4. Smith Wesson 66 Combat Magnum. With such a name, we couldn't leave the Smith & Wesson family just yet. Just take a look at it. This K-frame homage to the early days of the Smith & Wesson revolver has stood the test of time, with specs that have been relevant for over a century. And once you learn of the efficiency of this .357 Magnum revolver, it'll be easy to understand why. Medium-sized, this revolver has a single-piece barrel, as well as a full-size cylinder latch release. Made mostly out of stainless steel, Smith & Wesson saw fit to add a matte finish to the more recent releases of this model. The revolver is also a full-sized revolver with a 2.75-inch barrel that still manages to be concealable, an added benefit for any defensive weapon owner who would need any advantage they can get against any attacker. The dimensions of this full-sized revolver also make it easy to handle for most users, and as such, you can imagine that it might be a great weapon for anyone wishing to own one. Number 3. MANURHIN MR73 Sport. We head over to Europe to take a look at the next powerful .357 Magnum revolver that has made our list. Manufactured by the French, who used it as a standard issue weapon to the French gendarmerie, a military law enforcement body, as well as the special weapons and tactics teams. And once you learn of its specs, you might just understand why this may be their weapon of choice. Coming in at 31 ounces, this is one of the larger, heavier weapons on our list, and this screams to the power that it has. It also comes in a standard length of 7.7 inches, although variants that are almost 10 inches long are out there, with a barrel length of 4 inches. This 6-shot revolver is also known for its near mythical accuracy, as well as its undying durability, as its fully adjustable rear sight gives it an accuracy that is only matched by the handgun's longevity. Truly, this is one of the most impressive Magnum revolvers out there. Number 2. Ruger Blackhawk. We return back to the genius weapons that come out of Sturm, Ruger & Company, so that we can take a look at the Blackhawk, one of the largest, if not the largest gun on this list of powerful .357 Magnum revolvers. 12.39 inches long and coming in at 48 ounces in weight. This is quite a big boy, and as you can imagine, no one is going to mess with anyone handling this massive sidearm. Big, bad, reliable, and durable. It's quite accurate, especially over a long range despite its massive facade, thanks to the hand-adjustable sights fixed on the weapon and the surprisingly minimal recoil. Although it has become apparent that it takes longer to load this single-action revolver, it's fair to say that this 6-round reliable and safe-to-carry .357 caliber revolver more than makes for its lack of pace with the power and accuracy that might one day come in handy in a sticky situation. Number 1. COLT .357 Magnum Python. We finish off our list of powerful .357 Magnum revolvers that might save your life someday, and that is with the COLT Python, a 38-ounce python that has been saving people in dangerous situations since its introduction in 1955. Although it was eventually discontinued in the beginning of the 21st century, COLT could not stop themselves from re-releasing what was once considered as the finest production revolver ever made in 2020. The double-action 6-round cylinder Magnum revolver now comes in a 3-inch, 4.26-inch, and a 6-inch barrel configuration, giving prospective owners options that suit them. Apart from being big and heavy, it is also known to be accurate over a long range, as it can hit targets at a maximum distance of over 200 yards. You don't have to think twice before obtaining this classic revolver. That's it for this video, but if you want to see more gun-related videos just like this, be sure to subscribe. We've got a whole pantheon full of guns and other stuff that goes boom.